Techno Classica in Essen in central Germany is the world's biggest classic and vintage car show. More than 1,200 exhibitors attracted over 200,000 visitors to this year's show. But it's not just a show for car dealers. The Techno Classica is a market for restorers, accessory suppliers, replacement part dealers, and much more. HK Engineering's display is a treasure trove for Mercedes fans. The dealer based in southern Germany is a specialist for the 300 SL. They've brought 11 of them along to the Techno Classica. Price tag is well over 1 million euros, even for an unrestored model. Hans Kleisel from HK Engineering says classic cars have increased in price in recent years, especially those in good condition or with a unique history. For example, if they were owned by celebrities. Cars like that fetch a high price, higher than other classic cars.
Solche Autos sind die dem Wert sicherlich auch noch weiter und deutlich mehr als andere Fahrzeuge im Wert steigen werden.
The Mercedes 300 SL is one of the hottest vintage cars on the market. It's even attracted the attention of collectors from Asia and the Mideast. It's hard to believe that this Mercedes 350 SLC with 70,000 kilometers on the odometer is worth almost 50,000 euros, but it remains to be seen if it will sell. And outside, show visitors are putting their own cars up for sale. This man says he came in search of a good deal, of cars here that might not be in the best condition, but are a good value for the money. He says the mixture is good at the show, though it's more a hodgepodge than well-structured. But not everyone wants to buy a new old car. Some just want to look. This lady says she is only here to accompany her husband. She's photographing what he likes. They're here just making a day of it. An affordable vintage car doesn't have to wait long to find a buyer, but low prices are hard to come by. This man says the cars here aren't for day-to-day driving, but high-quality vehicles he's surprised to see. Many have price tags above 100,000 euros. For this man, it's the mix that makes the show worth seeing. The mixture of different eras and cars or motorcycles, and the people you see. But the real highlights are on the show floor. Ferrari dealer Helmut Eberlein from Kassel in northern Germany specializes in vintage models and finds customers from around the globe. Eberlein says Essen has developed one of the most important vintage car shows in the world and an ideal chance to show the cars his company wants to sell. It's also an opportunity to inform customers and people who are interested in classics about the problems they could face. The car dealer wants to make people understand what authentic means and that his company offers the chance to have their vintage Ferrari certified as such. The prices cars like these fetch has attracted the attention of con men and counterfeiters, and some people buy simply as an investment. Helmut Eberlein's advice is just to answer the question, what's most important to me when I buy a vintage car? He says that more important than a potential profit is whether a buyer will have fun with the car.
Ich sage, vergessen Sie das. Das erste muss für Sie bringen Freude, Freude und Freude.
The Techno Classica has also attracted the biggest names in modern cars. Volkswagen celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Golf this year. More than 30 million Golfs have been sold worldwide so far. But the first production run isn't the only batch that will be considered a classic. The Seat Ibiza has been on the market for 30 years, and in Germany, they even get vintage car tax breaks if the owner has kept them in their original condition. And that is still the standard for their market value. So-called young timers are becoming more popular. These 20 to 30-year-old cars don't have to be top-of-the-line models. Consumer cars are also popular in the scene. The Porsche 911 Turbo has been turning heads since it hit the market 40 years ago, and its classic look has barely changed over the last 4 decades.